Give me your money. Give me your money now.
Kidding. There's so many YouTubers these days that basically just beg for money almost nonstop. It's actually one of the large reasons why I don't really like to talk about things that I buy too much, or I don't like to basically just be like, guys, sub, we need subs. Guys, please sub. I don't want to be that type of creator in the slightest. And I have always kind of messed with MoistCr1TiKaL, as you guys could probably tell a little bit. I take a little bit of inspiration from him because I have a very monotone voice as well. Sure, I can express emotion and things like that, but in general, my voice always kind of keeps a very neutral tone unless I'm very excited or very upset about something. And so he's a big inspiration to me. And, I watched this video the other day where basically he was showing his Twitch earnings. He's showing his Twitch earnings, he's showing his YouTube earnings from all of the years, and he's basically showing why he is disabling his monetization, but also it kind of shows a light of how much people really beg for money. And now, obviously, MoistCr1TiKaL might be slightly different than the average person because he does post every single day, and every single post gets a lot of views, right? Like, there was a time where like every single video he was posting every single day was getting like 2 million views or something like that, which is nuts to think about. But basically, in the article that I'm reading in the video, if you want to go watch this video on his channel, he makes a YouTube video where he essentially just instantly shows how much he made. We don't got to break it down or anything like that. There's really no point in breaking it down. At the end of the day, he made about $40 million from Twitch subs and YouTube ads alone. That's the best way to put it. So, with those two combined, he probably is closer to 100 million if we're being honest, right? Because we're just saying 40 million for those, so we're not counting brand deals, we're not counting sponsorships, we're not counting his orgs that he owns, we're not counting maybe his sub channels, we're not counting donations. So none of that is included in this, obviously, and that is a lot of money. He even talks about this in his video that it is a lot of money. And I think this is just one thing that kind of goes into it, that you kind of realize how much people either beg for money or like are just really, really dumb with their money. And I'm not going to call out anybody specific because obviously I don't know people's statistics, but you see this a lot of the time with influencers who will start popping off and they'll go, time to move to LA. I'm telling you, most of those people are probably struggling. Unless it's unless you're talking about like the phase guys or something like that, where obviously they split rent there and an org, the org pays for a lot of stuff. Like that's different, right? But a good example of this was Optic Nadeshot. If you don't know who Optic Nadeshot is, he was a player for the Optic team and played professional Call of Duty essentially. And at one point, he moved to LA, and he had basically this entire arc where he was still doing content creation, but he was struggling like really, really bad in LA. To the point where like genuinely you can see it on his face, you can see it in the videos where he is severely depressed and severely like um almost beaten down because of how bad it was, because he was one of those people who thought he could just move to LA and everything would be fine because of how much money he was making. So uh I don't know, man. It's just so crazy to think about because when you get into the statistics like that, you start thinking about, okay, well, like Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast has 200 million subs, gets probably, uh, or yeah, he's like 400 million now or something like that. And he probably posts one video every week or so. He's pretty slow on the videos, but every single video gets like 2 to 300 million views. So he's probably making 30 million off of a single video, right? So if Charlie is making 35 million over the course of his entire career, and each one of his videos for a long time wasn't getting 2 million views, by the way. For a long time he was probably making like 10, 15 grand a month at the very beginning, and I think he even donated a lot of his money at the beginning. It comes to like this point where you're like, man, these people are making a lot. I mean, like, I think like you have someone like Kai, right? Imagine if Kai started posting a YouTube video every single day. Imagine if his team was posting every single day. I don't even know if he does, right? I guess we can like look it up really quick. Kai Sinet. Let's see if he has a YouTube channel. So he has Kai Sinet live, and 2 weeks ago, let's see videos. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. So when he's doing his subathons, he posts every single day, right? He posts like all of his segments. He posts the streams. He literally posts every single part. But then he'll stop for weeks, and every single video gets millions and millions of views. So yeah, he's probably, I mean, he's probably made a few hundred mil. Just some easy stacks. Oh my, wait. I didn't even see my plugin did this. So my plugin estimates that he makes 476K to 1 mil per month. This is a plugin I use for like my video statistics. I didn't know I could look at this, but like that's crazy, bro. 476,000 to 1 mil a month. And now obviously this isn't 100% correct. It's not doing anything, but it's just reading his views to uh his average video length. And yeah, and this is just YouTube alone. And then if we go to uh Asmongold had it for a really long time because he was posting every single day. So like even still, Asmongold, which it has severely dipped in views, right, is could be making 63 to 190K a month. I don't even think he owns this channel though. I don't remember exactly. I thought he said that all of the earnings from this channel go to someone else, but I could be wrong. Maybe he changed that. But yeah, he just absolutely nuts to think about. Let's look at Mr. Beast because I think Mr. Beast is probably going to be the highest out of anybody, right? So let's see, Mr. Beast.
Who would win in a game of
Oh my god. Average monthly income 4 mil to 13 million dollars on average. And that's from posting maybe 1 to 2 videos per month depending on what's going on, right? Oh my god, that's nuts, bro. And I do have like some mad respect for the people who definitely built it from the ground up. I just think it's crazy to I think it's crazy to support people that literally nonstop beg. I mean the people who get on TikTok live and literally do this and go, guys, don't forget to super chat. Don't forget to galaxy. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to send me galaxies. Hey guys. Hey guys. Oh my god, those guys are making bank. They are. It's crazy how deep the method goes when you're really looking at it. Those guys are probably making 10 to 15,000 a month from literally just begging for super chats and galaxies on TikTok Live. Like I know a lot of people make fun of them, and fair enough. I think like begging for money when you're living in a mansion is a kind of a diabolical move. It gets a little bit ridiculous, especially when you start understanding a little bit how much they make monthly once they're monetized. Like YouTube, even if you aren't let's say you're not going to be like the next Mr. Beast, you could create a YouTube channel of just like you playing music or some melodies or playing Minecraft at like a low speed or something like that, and you could probably become at least successful enough to pay for bills and pay your monthly income without really having to worry. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a wonderful night. Peace.